Despite the problem, the trooper never got a good look at them, so Mal and Zoe are able to slip back into the passenger car without anyone knowing that they were gone. But the sheriff is not pleased, especially when he and Mal learn what was stolen. Medical supplies. Desperately needed medical supplies for this town. Word is sent to a nearby Alliance ship, and while they recognize the value of the cargo that's been taken, a quick check of their own ship stores shows they have 0 fucks to give. The troops are to continue to their destination and not help the locals with their stupid problem of, boo-hoo-hoo, our medicine is gone, we have to watch our children die in pain, boo-hoo. Jane is unaware of the details, only that there's a trade to be made, and the guy who keeps people strung upside down is not the one that you want to make wait. But the fact that Mal and Zoe aren't back makes Wash and Kaylee disinclined to leave just yet. And during the argument, River speaks up.
They'll just keep coming until they get back what you took. 2 by 2. Hands of blue.
Book finally makes the point that if the deal was with the captain and the captain doesn't show up, it might not go well, given the reputation of our patron. The sheriff's doing as thorough an investigation as he can, and Mal and Zoe do their best to bluff their way through it, hearing about this Bowden's disease that everybody's picking up from the mine. Degenerative bone and muscles. Yeah, a real fun kind of illness. The medicine was to treat that, and while he has no love for the Alliance, he has far, far less for the people who actually stole the medicine, and smells something is off about Mal's claim that he's here to get a job from a guy who blew his brains out 8 months ago.
So, would his job be open?
What really needs to be noted about the train job is that it is efficient. If a scene needs to tell us something, the scene must be doing something else as well. For instance, Mal seeing the state of the engines and going to confront Kaylee about it, and then being drawn into conversation with Inara gives us a lot of info about the state of the ship, about the work Inara does, about how Kaylee sees Simon but doesn't want to admit it because of the class thing, about the simmering relationship between Mal and Inara, even his sense of humor when he asks if the engine problem was caused by space monkeys. It gives us small nuggets of backstory immersed into scenes that illustrate character and typically entertain in their own right. Right now, Mal knows what he's taken and the harm it will cause, but he plays his part right to the end. Coming clean won't fix this, after all. And his line there shows, yeah, it's a joke, but also, no matter how bad his cards are, Mal always plays it till the hand is over. As for back at the ship,
you know what the chain of command is? It's a chain I go get and beat you with till you understand who's in rut and command here.
Jane's willingness to leave behind members of his crew that have been pinched foretells of what plays out in Janestown. Fortunately, Simon has a plan to deal with this problem.
Angels.
With Jane, I mean. It's Shepherd Book who comes up with a way to help out Mal and Zoe. Inara shows up. Her status as a companion makes her a rock star on this planet, and spinning a yarn about Mal being her indentured servant trying to run off. The sheriff's not an idiot. His deputy runs her credentials, but since that's all in order, there's no reason not to accept the rest of her story. Like with horse pills, a glass of truth makes a lie easier to swallow. Mal's already made up his mind that they're giving the medicine back, except Tattoo Face with the blade comes by with some friends to talk about the deal. He thinks that Mal is just going to run off with the goods. Things soon get ugly, but thanks to Jane doing the best he can in his condition, they win the fight. Mal and Zoe take the medicine back, but the sheriff has already been on the way, having spotted Serenity. But he can already tell what the pair are really doing, and why they might have taken a job in tough times without asking who might get hurt.
But a man learns all the details of a situation like ours. Well, then he has a choice. I don't believe he does.
People will at times try to impose political perspectives on Firefly, and that it represents this or that political viewpoint, or that it's an allegory for Confederates going west after the Civil War. But as I said, the train job is efficient. So why show us the scene on the Alliance ship? To show what separates the Independents from the Alliance. The Alliance couldn't be bothered to allow troops that were already on the scene to help that town, while Mal, whose ship is the victim of space monkeys, won't profit off of their misfortune. Not only won't, but it's so anathema to what he believes in that choosing profit was never an option. He is a criminal, but by circumstance. Sometimes he's the bad guy, but he's never a bad man.
Darn.
Well, to be fair, he gave that guy a chance first. It's a rough verse out there sometimes.
We're looking for a girl. This girl.
We're bringing the cargo back.
What? What do you mean back? I waited for you guys.